Hi, welcome to I Unlimited, committed to helping you find your best self and inner peace. Hello, fellow travelers. Today, I was inspired to work with this deck, Energy Oracle Cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. And cards that came out, the first one was this. Let's see. The second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Now, the second chakra generally refers to the kind of the reproductive area, especially for us women. Now, I kind of wish they wouldn't call it the second chakra because personally I feel more than just the 7 that they talk about, but that is the one that traditionally is being discussed. Now, that is what we're creating, right? It's the seed of creation. What we're nurturing. And I have to admit, I'm like, ugh, when I get that card today, because I had to say, okay, what am I nurturing? What am I creating? And I was creating and nurturing a way of being of, I don't want to participate in today. Thank you very much. Have you had days like that? I just wanted to go back to bed and sleep through today. Not because there's anything particularly horrible about today. It's just, gray and rainy and mostly, let's face it, it's what we're looking to accomplish in the day or what awaits us in the day, I should say, because if it were something fun that I couldn't wait to do, I'd be, up and at 'em and do. But the fact that I wanted to sleep. So that was really clear, I guess I should say. I couldn't hide from that. That it was, my own feelings of, I don't want to. And then this card, Yin and Yang. Once again, the message I got talking about balance. Balance, balance, balance. So I was way out of balance in the avoidance, in the sleepiness, in the I can't, I don't know how, I don't want to. What's behind all those? That's the old programming of the I don't know how, I don't think I can do it right, what if it's not good enough, all that stuff. And so really turning that around and balancing it, balancing that heaviness, that darkness in a way, with the light, right? That, in life, everything isn't going to be perfect. And it's how we handle, does the dark completely overwhelm us, throw us way completely out of balance, and then we just flop and fall to the floor and can't get up again? Or do we accept it as part of this? We can even imagine this rotating and, turning, that, okay, it will come back around, this too shall pass. As long as we don't, again, tense up, lock into that, hold on to it, allow it to be, come, and then pass on through, right? So, there have been challenges that I've experienced lately, and I'm not saying anything particularly horrible. It's just, it could be as simple as you wake up in the morning and you mentally envision how your day is going to go, what you're going to accomplish. And these little things keep happening that, throw a wrench in that, right? Oh, this stopped working. I have to get this taken care of. Oh, this happened with the dog. I've got to get this taken care of. Oh, I got, so it's throwing us off our plan. And that, because of old patterns and conditioning, can throw me, into the, it's all lost now. Never mind, forget it. That would have been the old way. Or, oh my gosh, what's really underneath that is, how bad is this going to get? I mean, as soon as one bad thing happened, it was like, oh no, here it comes. And being able to be with it, to balance, to not camp there. And that's good. That's going to be my life. Now I've got to live in this. No, but just breathe. What's the very next step? And to be able to not only breathe, but be open, keep ourselves open, because that's when I can hear the guidance and the direction of those looking after us, recognizing, we're not doing anything wrong. There isn't going to be a wrong, but there could be something that's kind of a better way for us to interact with whatever's happening. A better way through the challenge, right? Maybe a quicker way. Maybe we end up a little more productive. So, as always, as I talk about, the quickest and easiest way to access is through breath work. So I get these cards, and once again, I started my breath work. And I have to tell you, when people talk about that, oh yes, I can meditate and I get in this space that, I used to think, what? Well, honestly, I used to think a lot uglier than that. But the breath work, honestly, is what I have found gives me the quickest access into a space where I'm not aware of time. I'm not aware of my thoughts. I'm not aware of demands, anything else of what there is to do, just being. And it's through that breath work of consciously breathing. So as I breathe in, especially those first 3 breaths, really consciously trying to fill my entire body on that inhale, stretch my body out from the top of my head to the tips of my fingers and toes, filling myself, expanding, feeling almost like I'm trying to use that air as you blow up a balloon to expand myself, to crack a shell that is built up around me, as if the outer part has hardened, through that human experience and the fears and the burdens and all that. And we want to crack that by expanding ourselves and let that fall away. And then as I consciously breathe in, seeing every cell expand outward, moving out. So now every cell of my being has more room to be fully itself and healthy and whole and move around, right? And then as I'm breathing in after that, now all of those, at least the first 3, I'm breathing in gently but very fully, expanding myself, but counting. It's very helpful, that counting gently. 1, 2, 3, 4, however high you can count, where you feel like, okay, I can't take it anymore. Hold for 2 and exhale to that same count that you inhaled to. And then do that again. Maybe it's the same count. Maybe you can go 1 higher. At least the first 3. But if you can keep with, you don't have to keep stretching yourself every time, but keep feeling yourself count and pull in and count as you exhale. You'll find an access, a very quick, easy access into not only relaxation, because hopefully you're consciously relaxing your muscles, letting that tension go with every exhalation. But you'll find an access into almost like you're just floating somewhere. You're open. And as you breathe in, picture yourself breathing in the light, the divine light, the divine energy, letting it flow through all those spaces now, around every cell. And then as you're just floating, almost like this, but knowing that that divine is watching over you, is with you, embracing you. And just allow it. You don't have to force anything. But as you're inhaling not only the light, but the guidance, the wisdom, the direction, the purpose. Like, what is your very next step? You don't have to have some gigantic, earth-shattering purpose. What's the next step? And then exhale all the human junk that is built up, that has now been loosened and can be let go of. The fears, the burdens, any memory that doesn't serve to uplift you and move you forward freely. And what is the next step? What is there for you to know, to have your awareness of, so that you can easily take that step? If you notice that what you're being given comes to you is like, oh, I don't know how, like, okay, you know what? Breathe that in and relax and let that go. That's human. That's not divine. That's our human reaction. And that's an opportunity. Every time I have an experience, I have a feeling, I have a thought that is heavy, burdensome, limiting, fearful, that's my opportunity to consciously get back in connection, consciously find my connection, find my best self. So, I hope you've been doing the breathing along with me. And just like me today, you found, even if you don't find some mesmerizing, earth-shattering, applause-worthy direction and guidance, if you just found freedom from the burden, that you can now go out and just be free. Be open to whatever comes along. Yes, you may have an intention of what you want to accomplish. And as you go through the day, following those things that help us feel uplifted, that help us feel pulled towards something, pulled up, right? Helping us be our best selves. I had some things come up, people wanting to say it, that it was an opportunity for me. Oh, this is so great. The experience I was having was stressing me out. And without jumping to a conclusion, because again, I don't want to stay all in my old human pattern. So I took a moment to get connected, to get in balance and say what? And here, let that go. Just let that go. It may not make sense to the human mind because someone's going, oh, but this is a great opportunity for you. Well, yeah, they're trying to sell it. Of course, they're going to say that. But just knowing what's right for me. What's right for me right now? Because if that's right for me, it'll come back around. Maybe in the exact same form, maybe in a slightly different form, maybe better. And so getting that connection and breathing so I could let go of that human stuff. I could relax. I could allow the flow of the divine energy, divine light and wisdom to flow in me and through me and know. Yeah. So it wasn't just let that go, but be in action on these. My guidance wasn't let that go and just go hibernate, just go sleep and don't deal with anything. That would smell suspiciously like my human mind. But instead it was let that go. Do these things. These things really excite and interest you. Focus there. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Focus on something that excites me, that inspires me, that intrigues me, rather than something that stresses me out. Okay, get it done. Check it off the list. I have a lot of practice in that over the years. I don't need any more. But I do need practice and reminder to be in balance, to stay in balance, to stay connected, and to stay in the flow. Allow the things to flow rather than to be a struggle. So, I hope that has touched and inspired something in you. I hope that you have and will continue even after this video ends to do that breath work, to find your balance, to find your flow, to feel it, literally feel it flow through your body as you inhale. And as you exhale, feel you release the tension, the stress, the burdens. And until the next time, keep finding your best self and keep shining your light. I hope this video helped you rise higher and shine brighter. Keep going. Invest just a few minutes here with me each day, and you'll see your happiness, fulfillment, and inner peace grow. Please remember to share, like, and subscribe to this channel so others can find their best selves in inner peace too.